Hey everybody. So this is a special little video tonight as our first announcement of the Volume 3 Northwest Metalworks compilation. It's part of our series that we do. We've done a couple so far. We did the first one in 2016, and then we did a Volume 2, which was a Lake Hills compilation that was a tribute to the Lake Hills roller rink and bands that played there. That came out in 2019, and now we've got a new compilation. But this one is not a theme one, just a number of bands. I don't have a back cover. Our designer's working on it. We do have a front cover, which you will have seen at the start of this video there. We will have that soon. The record is in production. The CD's going right into production as well now. CDs should be done possibly by late May, maybe more like early June that I've got them in hand. It's usually about a month turnaround. We're just waiting on the design stuff to upload. The files are ready. The lacquers are being cut right now for the vinyl, and that's actually sped up. It's about 4 to 5 months on turnaround from the start, so we should be looking at maybe like late summer, early fall on that one at this point now. So this will be kind of a special way of doing this. Is like I'm trying it as a subscriber only kind of secret thing, so you guys will get first crack. We're gonna have the pre-order. You'll get access a couple days earlier. We're gonna drop that Monday morning, and if you order and you put the code YouTube in there, it can be lowercase or caps, doesn't make a difference. Then we're going to send you a special item that's either a repro band photo or a reproduction of original concert flyer from one of the bands from back then. So that'll be kind of fun. It'll be random, so it'll be a surprise which band you get or whatever. But so that should be pretty cool. The bands, there's a peek at my little notes, but so it kicks off with Everett's Coven, which had 3 albums back in the day. Well, they had their first demo tape in '86. They recorded some demos a couple years earlier, actually, as when they first were a trio, and then they beefed it up to a 5-piece and started writing new material. And so we've got a remix of the track from their second album, which really sounds a lot better than the original one. It really sounds great. Next band is Portland's Pirate, which had Larry Smith as a singer. He's still around. He does a Scorpions tribute band and also a Led Zeppelin tribute band. And those guys are really cool. 5-piece, dressed up in the pirate gear, of course. They were around just slightly after Wild Dogs, but they were in that sort of Wild Dogs, Glacier, Sabotage, kind of the early 80s first wave of the metal bands. Great singer. A lot of people called him the Scorpions of Portland, and that's pretty fitting. Definitely Larry sounds a lot like Klaus Meine. This is actually an unreleased track of theirs. They had a couple demo tapes back in the day. The next band is Trader, which was Tony Reed, our engineer we work with quite a bit, that is the singer-guitarist for Moss Generator. He's a really good engineer. This was his very first band. It was a trio, and it's very kind of early progressive metal in the early Queensryche Fates Warning kind of realm, Iron Maiden. This is actually an instrumental. It's never been released before. It's a 3-piece. It was Tony on guitar, Damon Ingle, who's actually Doug Ingle of Iron Butterfly's son, on bass, and a drummer, Rob Pfeiffer. The next track is Tokyo. Tokyo is a Portland band. Oh, and Trader was a Port Orchard band, as Tony is a lifelong Port Orchard guy. Tokyo was also a Portland, Oregon band, metal band. They were around Pirates time as well. They played a number of shows, lasted for a couple few years. Recorded some different demos between '83 and about '85. Roulette is the next band, another Portland band. They were a little bit later in the 80s. They had a demo tape in 87 that's really good. Um, that was Troy Stutzman, who came up and did play drums for the Wild Dogs when we had him play our 2018 that Matt McCourt put together, our 2018 Northwest Metal Fest. He was also in Manchild, 6 Foot Underground. So he's in a few different bands over the years. Todd Klinger on guitars, really good guitarist. Johnny Bowles on vocals. Ryan Ellsworth on bass. So it's a 4-piece and kind of a glam metal. They're sort of in the realm of, Dokken and Rat and that sort of thing. Last band on side 1 of the album, although of course the CD will just be continuous songs, but that's Rottweiler from Seattle. Had a track on the Northwest Metal Fest compilation back in the day. Had a couple demo tapes as well. Later on, Hellion Records put out their 86 demo tape, as well as a new record from the guys when they reformed with a different singer. This track's from that 86 demo, Set the World on Fire. It's really good. Side 2 is Child's Play from Idaho. They were a really cool metal band, kind of a heavier rail. They were pretty cool. Played with those guys actually back in the day. This was a track from their self-released 86 album, which was really good. They were a 5-piece as well, 2 lead guitars, really good singer. Next band is Tiger, Oregon band, Vengeance. They had some different demos they did. This was from a demo tape they put out in 87. It was a 4-piece band, vocals, guitar, bass, and drums. Ex-Piracy is the next band. It was a Eugene, Oregon band, metal band, 5-piece, all dressed up. That's kind of in the, again, kind of sort of a hair metal type of thing, for lack of a better word. Next band is Tacoma, Washington's Widow, which was originally Legs, Robin Taylor on vocals, and Tracy Stone on guitar. This was a track that was originally on the Kazakh Volume 2 radio compilation, never released otherwise. Pretty AC/DC-ish kind of sound. They were sort of kind of like an alternate Heart in some ways, of that you had a blonde lead singer and a brunette guitarist, and then eventually it just ended up being all guys with Robin backing her up for the couple records they did. Ken Kinnear managed those guys, and a little bit more in the hard rock realm. We like that stuff too. We like to put a couple of those kind of things on there. And then the last band is Mistress. That was a Springfield, Oregon band, I believe. John Tajita briefly replaced Matt McCourt in Wild Dogs for about 5 gigs before he got tired of stuff thrown at him and being booed off the stage because everybody wanted Big Matt. Good singer though, John. I saw Mistress back in the day. It was a really cool band. Joe Weber on guitar, Rika Wright on bass, a female bassist, which was pretty cool, and then a really good drummer. This was from the EP that they did, self-released EP on vinyl. So this is a really good song as well. So there you go. That's what's on the new compilation. As I said, you guys will get the first chance to order it on Monday and get some free bonus items. Also, one last thing is we will have a handful of test pressings we'll be offering up. Typically, we do get a few extras of these and we sell them to a few friends or whatever, offer them up. We don't typically put them up on the website. So if you want one of these, it'd be $40 each plus shipping, and you can just email us through the northwestmetalworksmusic.com website, or put it in if you order either copy of the color of the vinyl, LPs, or CDs, and want to purchase a test press, and you can put a note in your order as well. So there you go. Brand new compilation. There's more records coming down the pike. We've got another one going in production pretty soon we're going to announce. And of course, the Metal Church book we're working on editing now. That's going to be coming out hopefully later this fall. So lots of good stuff happening. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you next week for letter I and J. Actually, I'm going to combine them because there's not a ton of bands for those letters. So